Yo, what is going on, everyone? My name is Nick, or the Notorious Fantasy, and we just got some excellent news that I want to report about today and talk about this news overall and how it affects the landscape of fantasy football in 2020. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Bengals reaching an agreement with Joe Mixon to sign that new contract, which ends his quote-unquote holdout. Now, before I get into this, I'd like to ask you guys, could please go down below and click that subscribe button. It's free. I put out content every single day to help you guys win that 2020 Fantasy Football Championship. So without further ado, let's talk about Mr. Joseph Mixon. So right now, the report from Adam Schefter is Bengals are running back Joe Mixon reached an agreement on a 4-year contract extension that ties him to the Cincinnati Bengals for 5 more seasons per source. Still going over the language to finalize the deal. So we don't know how much money they gave Mr. Joe Mixon, but they clearly made him happy enough for him to come back now. And he should be at practice today or tomorrow, I would assume, is when he will be at practice. I saw a picture of him actually in the building today, so I would assume that he is now back and he is going to be fired up to play. The reports are initially that he was holding out, right? And then it became, oh, Joe Mixon has migraine. So I was like, oh no, this is not good. Now I'm thinking but you don't have a migraine for like 6 fucking days, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but I don't think that happens. So he had like a migraine for a week, which means he was probably holding out. So I was starting to get a little bit more cautious on Joe Mixon. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pick him at the 5 spot anymore. He might be one of my favorite running backs in fantasy football. He's my running back 5, but I'm not drafting him that early. I just personally believe, hey, you don't want to take the risk on Joe Mixon. But now, anyone who drafted him in the 2nd round literally ran away from the draft with a steal. They're hitting him with the Tyreek Hill peace sign as they're running past them because Joe Mixon is going to be great this season. The news that he signs this deal further solidifies that the Bengals believe in Joe Mixon and that Joe Mixon is going to be the guy there. Reports out of earlier in training camp were that they were going to try to get Joe Mixon more involved in the pass catching game. I believe this is going to be true. I believe that Joe Mixon has a fantastic year in 2020. So this is huge news for the Cincinnati Bengals and huge news for us fantasy owners. Now I am very comfortable picking him inside of the 1st round. I'll pick him in the top 6 picks of the draft. That's how much I love Joe Mixon in 2020. And the fact that they paid him all this money, the fact that the holdout is over, now you can confidently pick him as well. Let me know what you guys think about this deal. Let me know if you guys think this signing was worthy for the Cincinnati Bengals, or do you guys think Joe Mixon's a bum? Because a lot of people probably hate Joe Mixon. A lot of people have had him kind of screw them over in the past, so they're not a huge fan of Joe Mixon. But I personally am. I think that this is going to be Joe Mixon's year in 2020, where he really takes a curb stomp straight to the haters' goddamn face. He is going to destroy them. I love Joe Mixon this season. I'm a huge fan. I'm excited to see how much money he gets, and I will put it down below in the comments once we see the full deal. But a 4-year extension for Joe Mixon means the big year for Mr. Joseph Mixon is coming this year with Mr. Joe Burrow. So thank you guys all for watching this video. Hopefully you did end up enjoying, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your guys' day. I'll see you guys later with another video. Goodbye.